Hello everyone, here is Mohammed. We're doing an application for health and care visa. It's the same as a skilled worker visa, it just with free IHS and reduce the fees 200 instead of 600 something. So we go to the government website here and we choose health and care visa, and it will come up in a search. This time we're doing the application from people who inside the UK. Now we have two routes. If you are coming from a study visa, Tier 1 inventor visa, any other type of visas, not Tier 2, not skilled worker, you're gonna choose to switch to this visa because this will be like your first time doing this visa. But if you were in a Tier 2 visa, skilled worker visa, dependent of a health and care, it's the same visa, you're extending it. Right? And if you look at the switch, it will tell you who exactly the person that cannot switch to this visa. It says the visitor, whatever, etc. Any other type of the visa can switch to this visa. Even the dependent can switch to this main applicant visa. But if you are changing an employer, changing job, moving, whatever, you've been provided a new COS in your current employer, you will always choose extend. Even if it was a tier 2 at the beginning, as I said, or a skilled worker, if you call it this way, it's at the end it's health and care, it's health and care visa. So now I will apply. The only way to apply for health and care visa or skilled worker visa from inside the UK is this link, and you must be inside the UK. If you left the UK while the application is processing and Home Office knowing about it, they could cancel your application. So what is your nationality? It's Egypt. Apply now, start a new application. Are you currently application? You should be in the UK. Do you currently have an application with the Home Office? No. Register an email, so I'll start with test at gmail.com, and again any other password. It says to me that the password must be 8 characters and a mix. Okay, save and continue. This is my main applicant email. Do you have an immigration advisor? No, I do my application on my own. Check your answers. Continue. Now, to do the application from inside the UK, it will let you start the main applicant first. After you start the main applicant application and finish it, you'll come back to this screen so you can add dependent, and we'll see how while we're doing this right now. Okay, do you have a certificate of sponsorship? I'll say no for now, for sake of the simplicity. My information, again, I am Ahmed, Ali, Mahmoud, Ali, again, or let's call it, let's make it simple, Ahmed Ali. Any other names? No. Contact email, yes, you can contact me on this email. I don't have a different email to contact me on. Do you have a telephone number inside the UK? Yes, that's my telephone number, and you can contact me anytime. Do you have a postal address? Yes, I can choose postal address, so P15 to AL, and I'll find the address, choose from here. Is there where you live? Yes. How long you've been living there? I've been living there since whatever date. Let's say this date. I rent the property. Provide your landlord details. Okay, this is new. My landlord is David John. His telephone number, his address, blah blah. He lives in Birmingham as well. He doesn't have a United Kingdom. Provide address history. Is this a UK address? I'll say no. because if I've been in the UK for more than 3-4 years, that will be fine. That will satisfy this section. If not, you need to give your overseas address. And now I'm giving my overseas address for Cairo. Used to live in Cairo. This is my postal. This is my country. And I've been living there since Perth. When did you stop living there? When I left to the UK. Now, other addresses in the past 2 years. Have you lived in any other addresses? No. So I give them my UK address, all my UK history, and I give them my country, my overseas country history. Your gender and relationship, I'm a male and I'm married. Your nationality, country, and date of birth. So it's Egypt. Egypt. Place of birth is Cairo, and it is the same address here, same date of birth, sorry. Do you have a valid passport? Yes, I do. And being issued by Egyptian authority. Issue date is 2020 and it is valid to 2030. Sorry, I can't provide the passport. Your Egypt identity card? No, make it simple. Another nationality? No, say yes if you have and provide the information. Your current immigration. Do you have a current UK visa? Yes, I'm extending my visa, so definitely I should have a current UK visa. What UK visa, entry clearance or grant leave you have? Well, I have Tier 2, I have health and care, skilled worker, whatever. You just name it here and hit continue. Your visa or leave to enter to remain. So now he needs the information, he needs the date. What's the end date, the expiry date of your country visa? Usually it will expire in the future anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm changing employer and it might be expiring in 2022, and we're still in the 2020 now, but I'm changing employer, so that's why I'm doing the extension. Police registration. During the current last being, were you required to register? Look, you required to register? Yes, I've been required to register. Can you provide the registration certificate? Maybe I couldn't. Maybe the police department for certificate registration was closed all the year because of the COVID-19. It's not a problem. Just say that you were required to register with the police, and later on you can explain that you can't provide this document because of this and this and this, and you can provide email, contact, whatever information between you and the police department to tell that you couldn't do that. Now say your time in the UK. How long have you been living in the UK? Well, it's been 1 year and 2 months, for example, been living in the UK. About your first parent. My first parent is the mother, and she's Miss Mona Mahmoud. Nationality? Yes. Second parent is father, Mr. Ali Mahmoud, and same birth date for everyone, just making it simple for this demonstration. Your current partner. Okay, I am married to Sarah, as I mentioned before, Sarah Mahmoud as well. Your partner's name. Okay, has your partner ever been known by another name? Here, because in the UK the woman usually change her name every time she get married or whatever, so we say no, it always been in this, the same name for her. Date, birth, nationality of your partner. Okay, she's Egyptian and has same birth address, same birth date for everyone. Your partner telephone number. You can provide your telephone number, it doesn't matter. Miss Sarah Mahmoud passport. Yes, we can provide her passport. It's been issued by the Egyptian authority again, and it is valid from 2020 till 2030 we can provide this passport. Sorry, we can provide this passport if being asked to. Do you live together? Yes, definitely we live together. When do you start living together? Well, it's not only in the UK, even before in the UK. So we've been married like in 2010, for example. So yes, we've been married and lived together since 2010. Do you and your partner intend to continue living together in the UK? Yes, we do. Biometric, BRB, and do you have a biometric? Well, I'm extending my visa, or I'm switching. I definitely have another BRB, or it is just a permission on my passport, like a visitor visa, for example. So yes, I will have a biometric number, and this is my biometric number. National insurance number. Well, it should be yes, right? And I'll just give this. Because you've been here and working, you definitely have a national insurance number. And now it says to me, make sure that your national insurance number is correct. Maybe because I just took it copy paste from the one above. Still asking for a right national insurance number. Okay, let's give a right one. If I do remember this. Okay, he accepted it. Do you have a driver license? I do, but I'll say no for the sake of simplicity. You have to provide your driver license. Don't say no. You have to provide your driver license, even if it is a provisional driver license. You have to provide it. World travel history. If you do have a history, say yes and write your history to this country. Medical treatment in the UK. Well, yeah, no problem. I've been in the UK legal, and yes, I got some legal treatment there, but this does not include immigration surcharge. Were you told to pay? No, I never been told to pay for it, because I pay my taxes and pay my national insurance, and that's cover the health, and the health is free in the UK for the people who live there. But maybe if you're coming from a student visa, if this application is a switch, you should say yes, it was a health insurance charge that I did paid, and I have paid the full amount. But here I'll say no. Details of your medical treatment. As I said before, accident is free. To the doctor, it's not free. And you should name the doctor, GB whatever, and put the address if not, I will just mention the date. It's not a big deal. You are legal, so you can have a treatment here for free, and it happened here. When did you stop receiving a medical treatment? On the 2020 in the March, or I'm still receiving that treatment till now. Any other medical treatment in the UK? No. Again, because this application is for both people, the skilled worker and the health and care people, so it asks for these questions. Government or international scholarship agency sponsorship. Okay. Have you been sponsored by a government? For whom this question is. This for people who've been here on a tier 4 visa as a student. They've been granted a work as a skilled worker, and they wanted to move from a student to a skilled worker. The government need to make sure that you was not sponsored by a government. For example, if you've been sponsored by your university, or in Egypt, or Algeria, or Libya, or whatever, they probably need you back to get benefit from your scholarship, not to continue work in the UK. So you should say no, no one sponsored me. Okay, so again, for the English language assessment, if you are a doctor, that's the only place you have to say yes. For the rest of the common questions, you have to say no. If you are not a doctor, you would say no, I'm not a doctor, and then you'll continue. So let's say you are a doctor, yes. Second question will be like previous evidence of English language ability. Have you provided evidence of your English language ability in your previous application? So if you in your previous application did provide IELTS UKVI or NARIC for your degree, then you have to say yes. If you did your previous application as a GMC as well, without providing any English language test. OOT for GMC is not counted, and IELTS for GMC is not counted. It must be IELTS UKVI. So then you have to say no. Second question. English qualification from a UK school. Again, if you already been done a GMC, you don't need to say yes here, although if you have it, because you will pass it by GMC. No need to pass the English qualification by more than one reason. Like, I can pass the English qualification by the GMC, and I have the NORIC, as well as I have a school I did in the UK. So just say no, unless you're already passing the English this way. Degree taught in English. Well, if your degree taught in English and you do have the NARIC that says that your degree in English and it's equivalent to Cambridge B1, then you would say yes and you will provide that, or I will go as a GMC and say no. Finally, English language test. Have you passed an approved English language test in the last 2 years? Again, no, I didn't. I am passing this using the GMC registration. But if you're coming for another job, it might be true for you. So I'll continue with no. Do you have a PhD? No, I don't have a PhD. If yes, you'll say yes, and you might be asking for more information. Do you have immigration history, refuse the visa or whatever? Hopefully not. Break of immigration law? Hopefully not. Public fund? Hopefully not. If you have yes for any of this critical information, it will affect your application, and it will definitely not gonna be a straightforward application. War crime? I hope you are not. Terrorist activities? Again, expand each one of these and try to read and make sure that you don't support the terrorist or the extremist groups. Facebook and Twitter is counted, by the way. And now, no for all this bad information, bad activities. Now, employment history. Have been you work in these places? Usually for doctors they have, and you have to mention it, no problem. Sponsor license number here. Is he a limited company? Well, usually no, Trust Group is not a limited company, but if yes, you just need to make sure that you don't have shares in the company or own less than 10% of the company shares. Next. Your planned employment in the UK. What is the title of your job? Okay, so you write your title of the job and it should be doctor. Again, this because I didn't provide the license number, maybe it will be asked even if you provide a license number. Doesn't matter, you just need to mention it. Health and care visa, yes, and I confirm. I checked with my HR. Usually you have to bring a letter from HR saying so. If your COS doesn't say it's for doctor and nurses, you have to bring in a letter from HR, but the government is relaxed in this rule. Shortage occupation, usually doctor, yes. Certificate of sponsor is less than 3 years. And I'm checking my answer. Once you check your answer and continue, right, your main applicant, you are the main applicant as a skilled worker group subcategory health and care is completed, right? You either can go and finish your application from here, or the tricky one, you can add your people, so dependent child or a dependent partner. Okay, so we'll do the dependent partner. I'll leave the dependent child for you. It is the same, almost everything. Add an applicant, right? You see here what happened? Mr. Ahmed Ali is the main applicant, and there is a dependent, is the partner. I can add a child, and you will see the update. So the main applicant, dependent partner, dependent child, as you can see. I can add another child, and it will keep going on and on. So partner, child, child. As you can see, only Ahmed mark it as completed because we completed all his information. Partner not yet, the other two child not yet as well. I'll go and complete one of the partner information. Hopefully it will be a quick one. So again, she's Miss Sarah Mahmoud. Other names, no. Advisor, no. We're doing the application on our own, so we don't have a immigration advisor. Contact email, use the same email. Telephone number, use the same telephone number for main applicant, which is Ahmed Ali. That's no problem, that's good. And the postal, it is the same place where Ahmed lives, which is very good actually. Before I used to add this information again and again. It says that you must notify us immediately if you change the information, and it tells you how to update your detail here. This is very important for people who apply to change jobs. So they change the job while he lives, for example, in London, but his job in Birmingham, and he made the application and then he left to Birmingham, forgetting that his BRP will be sent to Birmingham. You have to go to this form and it change your address. So is this where you live? Yes. Since when? Since March 2020. I lived with Ahmed in the same date. And your gender and relation. I am a female and I'm married to Ahmed, as I said before. Nationality is Egyptian. Date of birth. Country of birth, Egypt. Place is Cairo. Continue. My passport, yes, I can provide a passport. Passport detail. Issuing authority is Egypt. Valid from 2020 until 2030. Your current immigration status. Do you have a visa? Yes, I have a visa. I already have my current visa. Main applicant relation. We are married. Main applicant relation evidence. Yes. Have you, look at this, have you previously provided evidence? Yes, we did provide the marriage of certificate at the first application when we were doing it outside the UK. So this might save you providing the evidence again. We'll see in a checklist document if we go there. Police registration. Yes, I've been required to register with the police. Biometric permit. Yes, I do have my biometric permit. Here is the number. National insurance number. I don't have it. I agree. Can use my information. If you have a national insurance number, usually it's at the back of your BRP. Please place it here. Problem with immigration? Hopefully no. Problem? Hopefully none. And again, no for the rest of these issues and problems. War crime, etc. Terrorist activities. Terrorist organization, as if the activities is a separate thing from the organization. So you might be in a terrorist organization, but you are not a participant in the activities, which is nice. Views. Check your answer. Once you're all done, you say continue, and you'll see that Ahmed is completed, Sarah Mahmoud is completed. You're gonna do the same for all the children here, and hopefully it is quick. I'll do one quickly here. So let's have a kid. Sorry, call it Kareem Mahmoud, and no, Kareem Mahmoud, immigration advisor, no. Contact address, the same contact address of the parent, and the email address is the same. Telephone number as well. This is very helpful actually. This is very helpful because I remember before I used to add all this. Yes, since 1 year. Sorry, what did I said? You must enter, sorry, the year. Since 2020. Sorry, my bad. So January 2020. And it's a single. Nationality, Egyptian. Date of birth is 2/15. Country of birth is Egypt. Place of birth is Cairo. Your passport, yes, I do have a passport. If you're born in the UK, you can do the application without a passport, by the way. You can just do it by the UK certificate of birth. My current immigration status, I have a PRP. Time in the UK, I've been there for a year now. Time spent outside the UK since you started living in the UK. Have you spent time outside in the UK? Okay, that's interesting question. I didn't notice that question in the partner, but I'll check again. Time spent outside the UK. Yes, I went in a holidays. Don't include, look at that, I was going to add a holiday. Don't include holidays of 2 weeks or less. Include any period of time you have spent on the Isle of Man and Jersey or whatever. Okay, no, I spent a holiday outside the UK. I went back to Egypt. It will ask me about the detail of the holiday. Where did you spend it? In Egypt. When do you left? I left at the 2nd of February 2020 and I came back at the 12th of February 2020. What was the reason? Visiting family. Right? I'll check about this information again for the partner because it might be there but I forget it. Or I missed the question by saying no. Any other time spent outside the UK for the kid? No. Mr. Kareem's school. Do you attend the school? Yes. And what is your school? It's called blah blah blah. Your number blah blah blah. And since that date I am in a school. And is this a school in the UK? Okay, so if I said in the UK, I have to provide the UK information. This is really bad, and I have to do that. Find the UK address, choose one. Okay, so that's the address of the school. That's a fake address. Okay, it didn't like the address of the school or the name. Enter the phone number, including the dialing area. Okay, so 012 and 123 123. That should do it. About your second parent. Okay, so my first parent is the main applicant. My second parent is dependent like me. My first parent is my father, Ahmed. My second parent is my mother, Sarah. What is the person relationship to? His mother. Right, and the name is Sarah. It is in the same application here like me, Mahmoud, and that's her information. Country Egypt. Nice that he mentioned your first parent is Muhammad already and you only need to add the second parent. Parent or legal guardian. So who has the parent or legal guardian? Well, your parent or legal guardian has given a consent for you to make this application is my father. Well, I don't know why you have to choose one of them because usually it's the both of them, but that's fine. Any other parent, legal guardian? No. Parent responsibility, Ahmed and Sarah. Yes, now he recognized that the boss has the responsibility for me. Yes, I have a biometric resident number. Here is. Do you have a travel history? You have been in the UK in the past 10 years. Have you been to the UK in the past 10 years? That's interesting. I am already in the UK. But maybe something outside this visa, travel history. Well, I've stayed in the UK for 1 year now. Why he asking me if you've been in the UK before in 10 years? Maybe it's a visit or something on another type of visa other than this skilled worker health visa thing. Problem with immigration? No. And no. We're gonna finish this application and look for the information that the holiday. I didn't have a medical treatment yet. The holidays are spent outside the UK because he didn't ask for this holiday to the mother or the main applicant. You must have an adult at least 18 years with you when you give your biometrics. So that's when you give your biometrics. Who will come with you? Okay, so Ahmed Ali will come, or Miss Sarah Mahmoud will come, whoever. The other Miss Sarah here is the Miss Sarah in the application. So we have Miss Sarah as a dependent, and I mentioned a second parent is Sarah. That's why you have two Sarahs in the application. Yes, Ahmed is the parent. Now check your answers, and now I need to check my vacation to Egypt. Alright, so here is my holiday time spent outside. So I'll search about the word outside, and I will go complete the application. I will remove the other kid application. So we have Ahmed Ali, Sarah Mahmoud, and Kareem Mahmoud. Okay, I will check here edit response about this applicant. So I'll check the answers and I'll search for outside. There is no outside. He did not ask me about time spent outside. Okay, so that's might be a problem. I'll check again here. Outside. So that's the question says, since you started living in the UK, have you spent any time outside? It's under the personal information. It's the first thing under the personal information. Okay, so let's take this section, come back to Sarah. Okay, personal information here. All right. Okay, if I say change, save and continue, it will come back to the full list. I hope I didn't say no on such a question before. Alright, do you have been advised based in the UK? No. Have you been refused? No. Ever? No. Okay. So the mother not been asked if she went outside the UK. The kid's been asked if he's been outside the UK. That's very interesting. Okay, so application is done. Continue here. Will take you to the checklist document and it will be big. So passport for everyone, biometric for everyone, police registration for the adults, right? And other document like the relationship to the dependent, proof of Kareem Mahmoud relationship. So that's the birth certificate for Kareem, and showing that you and the parent living together. For example, utility bill, council tax. So any utility bill that both of you have their address on it. Usually go ahead and go to the water company, add your wife name or your husband name on it, and your both will be in the bank on that statement. Or you can have a joint bank account, and you can provide a bank statement have both names on it to tell that you both live together. And that's all the documentation you need to provide. No extra information you need to provide, because your maintenance being done in the COS, your English being provided by provided by the GMC. Your English and your maintenance will not be asked again, because you're extending on the same visa. Same for you and your wife. Police certificate or criminal record not being asked, because ask it first time when you come to the UK, so it's not being asked here again. And yes, yeah, you don't need to ask anything about the mandatory document or the optional document in any website, because this is for you. This is for your case, for all the information you give. That's the government need from you. You don't go there and ask, oh guys, is the biometric is important, is the police registration important, or is the passport is important? Well, yes, it is important. As it's mentioned here, it is important, you have to bring it. Other document, some people say it's optional, but no, it is still important and it's still mandatory document, and it could invalidate the application. But in this example here, this is Kareem Mahmoud, so you might got your visa and your wife visa approved and your child visa being declined or rejected. So you have to provide all the document that required from you. You'll get an email from the government website when you pay for the visa, including a documented checklist PDF to print it out to make sure that you can provide all these. Now when I said continue, it tells me no, you have to tick that you read all these and you're going to provide all these documents. So I have to tick them. And continue, and now take me to the email verification. As you know, I use the test email and I didn't do the verification. It's the first thing to do at the beginning. It tells me that you need to do an email verification before we take you to the payment. All right, so I didn't do the email verification. I want to change my email to the original one to do the verification. You do that, guys, and it will be just a declaration say yes, I certify that all the information is correct as far as I know, to all my knowledge, to best of my knowledge, whatever, and then to go for the payment. And good luck for everyone. Thanks for watching. I hope I made the application easy for you guys, and all the best with the applications. Sorry for my language, as you know that English is not my native language, and I just did it in English so YouTube can translate it for everyone else in his own language. Thank you very much, and goodbye everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.